Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. What is happening? What is going on? Hey, hey, hey. Hey, check it out. Check it out. So, what is going on? Ouch. That was me messing around with something on here like this. Let me see if I can find this thing. Okay, I think it goes like this. Here we go. Okay, so at top here, we have the 12 notes that we previously spoke about. And I just want to see if I can make that a little quieter. All right, so at the top here, you have the 12 notes in the chromatic scale. And what I did with it was I did a sequence of notes in fifths. So C to G is 5, G to D is 5, D to A is 5, and so forth and so on. Okay, and those are your 12 notes in the chromatic scale in fifths. Okay, and ultimately, this has to do with sort of where the 7 natural notes came from. So the 7 natural notes are usually these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to write a 7 over here. Usually those are the natural notes. So, and they were kind of derived this way through fifths a long time ago. And I just want to kind of focus on some of the relationships between these notes. Okay, so for instance, a lot of these things are being inverted. So when we found the modes, we inverted the major scale. Okay, 6 times, and we ended up with 7 unique scales or modes. And each one is unique, and each one has certain characteristics or color, all right? And the characteristics are that mostly what you see, the theme is that you see this sort of major and minor, division of major and minor scales and chords. And sort of the dividing line is this idea of diminished and augmented. Okay, so in the first 7 notes, or the first 8 notes, the first 7 scales, okay, modes, you have 3 major and 3 minor scales. And you have 1 diminished scale, okay? And that's called the Locrian. Now, they're all kind of related, and because they started out as the same thing and they were just inverted, they have certain characteristics that blend and that work together. So what I'm trying to do is show, using the keyboard, to show some of the relationships between the various scales and chords. So what I did was I created a mirror keyboard. So on the left side, what you see is, okay, there's a middle C, right? On that 3 note. And middle C is usually, the reason they call it middle C is because it's in the middle. But what you see often is you see middle C, and this is on when you write out music. On top, you have a thing called the treble clef. Okay, it's the G clef. And so G is on top, and F is down in the bass clef. So at the top you have G, at the bottom you have F, right? So what you see is this, right? You see C in the middle, like this, right? And then if you go to the right, the way I was doing this, you're going to see G, right? D, A, E, B. I'm just going to go up to B for now, right? If you go to the left, you have F, B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. I'll put for now, right? And then F sharp, G flat is in the middle also, okay? But the point being that the F and the G are inverted, okay? So you have G this way, you have F that way. Okay, so if you go C to G, so if you have C here, look at the one on the left, and you go C, D, E, F, G, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then if you go the other way to F and you say C, B, A, G, F, or if you count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's also 5, right? So if you say C, D, E, F, G, right? That's 5. Or if you go the other direction, you got C, B, A, G, F, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so they're inversions of each other, F and G. So you often see let's see, do it this way: C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And so it's 1, 4, and 5. And then if you were to say take F and say F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? C is 1 to 5 now, right? C is the 5 of F. And if you were to say G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, this would be F sharp, and this is B flat, by the way. And you said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Now C is the 4 of G. Okay, so there's all kinds of sort of mirroring going on. That was my point. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show some mirror aspects of the keyboard. So on the keyboard, right? If you look to the left, you have C, E, G, right? C, E, G. Now on the right, you have A, C, E, right? So you have C, E, F, G, A, B, C, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what we're doing is C, E, and G. That's 1, 3, 5, right? And then with A, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what we got was when you played C, E, G, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, in the mirror, what you get, if you play a keyboard in the mirror, you're going to see A, C, E, right? So you're going to get 1, 3, 5. Now, what is the relationship here? What is interesting about it is that the C scale it's Ionian. Okay, it's the C major scale, which is Ionian. It's the Ionian mode. And the A scale here is Aeolian. It's the Aeolian mode. And the Aeolian mode is the natural minor of C. So it's interesting how that works out. Okay, that you get the Ionian mode and the Aeolian mode as mirror reflections of each other. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That's just something I wanted to show. And you can keep going through all the modes. So if you go to the D, if you go to the Dorian mode, which is D, you get D, F, A on the left, and on the right you get G, B, D, G, B, D. So just to write that out, you get D, F, A on the left, and you get G, B, D on the right. So you get, this is Dorian. If you write it all out, you're going to see Dorian, which is a minor. It's a minor mode, right? And GBD is Mixolydian. Which is, it's a major mode. So isn't that interesting that that they're all, the mirror images are major and minor. So Ionian is major, Aeolian is minor. Okay, and that's the way it goes. It's very interesting, and you can mix them, and you find all kinds of various major and minor expressions that kind of mix, and that's why I did that. I did an experiment on the Mixolydian and Dorian. I think I called it Mixodorian or something, Dorian Mixolydian or something like that. Dorian Mixolydian jam or whatever it was. Okay, so those are those modes, and then if you keep going, you're going to get E, EGB, EGB, and on the left, on the right, I mean, you get FAC. FAC. So you get EGB and FAC. So you got E, G, B, and I think we can get this here, F, A, C, right? So what you have here is you have Phrygian, and here you have Lydian. And again, this is minor, right? And this is major. Okay, so you're getting all the modes. And if you keep going, you're going to get, if you go to, I think you have all the modes now. You have the Ionian, major, right? You have, so if you go to F, A, C, you get E, G, B, FAC, E, G, B. But we already have FAC and EGB. They're just going to reverse again. right? So you already did that when you played F, and that's interesting in itself that these two just reverse. And then you got GBD, right? GBD again on this side, on the left side. GBD on the right side, you got D, F, A, right? So it's just flipping sides, right? And then A, C, E, right? Obviously, you're going to get C, E, E, C, E, G, C, E, G on the right side. So it's just major and minor flipping back and forth, right? And this is where it gets really bizarre. Okay, you get to B, and you got B, D, F, right? B, D, F, and there's that tritone sound. And look at what you have on the right. You have B, D, F. It's a mirror. So the Locrian mode is simply a mirror. So when you get to B, D, F, you get B, D, F. Okay? And that's the Locrian mode. Locrian and Locrian. And they are both diminished. Right? And I just thought that might be of interest. And that's pretty much what I got for today. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I'm just going to play this thing out. I don't know. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Take it easy. Goodbye.